Ninjas are assassins by nature, which makes feudal Japan the perfect setting for an Assassin's Creed game, right? Then just what prevents Ubisoft from making it already? Hello and welcome to a new episode of How It's Going to Be Like, the show where we try to imagine the most accurate shape of an upcoming game, regardless if it's confirmed or not, and we base that on rumors, speculations, and hints from developers. Today we are talking about Assassin's Creed Japan. Sure, the game is going to have a different name once announced, eventually, but for now we are just going to call it AC Japan. This video is about its possible development, its setting, the time period of its events, and many other stuff. And before we continue, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Ubisoft has always expressed its disinterest in an Assassin's Creed game taking place in feudal Japan, stating that the game would be boring or too familiar. But you know what? Ubisoft said the same thing about other settings, like the French Revolution, the Victorian London, and ancient Egypt. And as we all know, those cities ended up taking shape and form in Unity, Syndicate, and Origins. To me, the fact that Ubisoft is refuting this possibility all the time is actually a proof of its interest in a Japanese setting. Developers usually lie to their fans for different reasons. Sometimes they do so in order to give the game a bigger impact during its official announcement, and sometimes they don't want their fans to lose focus on the next upcoming game. If Ubisoft has announced or even dropped hints about a possible Assassin's Creed Japan, many of us will lose interest in Origins coming this year. Don't you agree? That being said, we should not expect an official announcement anytime soon. It seems that Assassin's Creed Origins is going to be a trilogy and will allow the player to visit famous locations of the ancient world, such as Greece and Rome, meaning that if an Assassin's Creed Japan is going to happen, and trust me, it is going to happen, it won't be released before the end of this ancient world saga. Say what you want about Ubisoft games and their annoying formula, if there is one thing that they nail in their games, it's the setting, especially in the Assassin's Creed games. Even the most unpopular ones like Unity had a very gorgeous city to explore. When it will come to AC Japan, I have little doubt that it will benefit from the same treatment. Japanese cities like Tokyo or Kyoto feel already fresh and exotic and represents a huge contrast compared to Western cities visited in the previous games. As for the time period, I can only see the Edo period as the strongest guess for the events of AC Japan. It was characterized by the reign of the shoguns, severe oppression, and isolationist foreign policies. It was also the golden age of samurais, ninjas, and kabuki actors. But the Edo period is a very long time and extends over more than 200 years, and I want to be more specific, so my guess goes to the end of this period, more specifically in a time known as Bakumatsu. During this time, Japan started its shift from a feudal traditional country to an industrial modern superpower, and as you can already guess, it's a period of great chaos, raging wars between multiple factions, and of course, assassinations of key figures of that time. Now, doesn't that sound like the perfect setting for our game? Incarnating a ninja would make more sense for Assassin's Creed Japan than playing as a samurai. I mean, ninjas are the ultimate assassins and excel in spying, sabotaging, and backstabbing, and this is exactly what we were doing in the Assassin's Creed games. The architecture of the Japanese cities is perfect for parkour sessions. The unique building rooftops represent a great potential for some memorable free-running sequences. However, Ubisoft has to improve upon the stealth mechanic this time. It's really weird that the stealth has always sucked in a series starring a clan of assassins. Another point that could benefit for some improvements is the enemy AI. Ubisoft always tries to compensate the lack of the guards' intelligence with their sheer number, which often resulted in a frustrating and annoying stealth experience. An Assassin's Creed game set in Japan is a very exciting idea, but it's also something that worries me a lot. I'm scared of a great setting getting wasted by some poor gameplay design or shady practices. It's something that Ubisoft has become famous for, unfortunately. But who knows? Origins is coming very soon anyway, and then we can surely tell if Ubisoft is listening to the fans and willing to improve upon the Assassin's Creed formula. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click a thumbs up if you did, and why not consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.